Well, we have seen a lot of fighters expeditiously rise to mixed martial arts superstardom. But how about Alex Pereira? Crosses over into mixed martial arts from kickboxing and essentially takes the sport by storm.
By storm, John. I mean, so fast to go from a guy that was what can be to the champion. But when you possess this level of skill, when your kickboxing is second to none, and then you train with Glover and you develop wrestling defense, you know that you have a chance. Pereira not only had a chance, he took it all the way to the title, and tonight, he looks to get another victory.
He's seemingly a perfect mix of intensity and composure. He has heart, championship medal. Alex Pereira, the total package. We're certainly glad he's here in the UFC. Stepped into the octagon. This time he wants to leave with that championship belt. Well, there's always a special feeling when Khamzat Chimaev makes the walk, whether at welterweight or at middleweight. This man has proven to be a real problem and really has lived up to all the hype and then some, dating to his 2020 UFC debut.
It's so hard for you to meet expectation, much less exceed it.
Right.
Khamzat Chimaev has exceeded the expectations set for him when he made his UFC debut. He has been nothing short of a buzzsaw, just going through guys at a rate that not anyone could have expected. What a fantastic fighter we get to watch every time we see Khamzat in the octagon.
And of course, many people harken back to the Gilbert Burns fight in 2022, the consensus fight of that year in which Chimaev was challenged and still rose to the occasion. We'll see how he fares tonight. Or tell the tape for this middleweight championship fight. And now to get us started, here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Middleweight Championship of the World. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Alex Pereira. And now, introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC middleweight champion of the world, Khamzat Chimaev.
Herbert Dean's in the building. He's the third man in the octagon tonight. All right, no time for a sponsored fight clock here tonight. Khamzat Chimaev and Alex Pereira. A lot of people feel like Chimaev's going to take the center and try to force the issue with a takedown attempt early.
Absolutely, and that's exactly what he needs to do. He needs to get Pereira thinking that he's going to be wrestling him and wrestling him consistently. Because if he allows Alex to get comfortable with that striking pedigree, Khamzat Chimaev may be in trouble. This is a very interesting matchup, and we get started right now.
Straight right hand now, just misses.
Oh, nice right hand by the champ, yeah.
All right, so there it is, first takedown of the fight, and on the first attempt, no less. Did you expect a little bit more resistance from the kickboxer there?
A little bit, because he was so sure that he could defend these takedowns. That confidence came from the practice room. Come on, Kimura now.
Oh, he's got the Kimura locked in. You gotta be kidding me. How did he get out?
He just stayed calm. He was able to withstand the fire, and now he finds himself out and safe.
Good work from the top here by Pereira. These ground strikes really started to add up. There's another one. is in half guard. Fighter trying to pass here, ooh, but gets denied.
Gets denied. Great job, great recognition of seeing what your opponent was trying to do.
All right, we'll see if he can apply pressure inside his opponent's guard here, DC.
Great job landing the strike from his back.
That guillotine is tight. All right, so now going to position over submission as he bails on the sub.
Yep, got to be very careful there. Oh, big elbow.
Postures up now and lands a vicious head strike. Oh, and another punch on the ground gets through. May need some defense here. Oh, postures up and lands a huge head strike there. Nicely done by Chimaev. 45 seconds remain in the round. And dizzy as he looks to improve position here. Well, he's worked very hard on this part of his game, and these ground strikes are really starting to take their toll. Oh, and there's another ground strike for good measure.
This man is landing brutal ground and pound.
Outstanding back and forth first round.
Sit down, breathe, get some water, relax. Now listen, that was awesome. Really good work. Way to control from the top. I need you to work to pass that guy.
All right, now we check out some of the action from that previous round, DC. How about the display of striking?
Just high level. I mean, you would think that we're watching a K1 level kickboxing match opposed to being in the UFC. Both displayed great technical skills, unbelievable striking.
All right, so there's the end of the round. We had a big submission attempt there midway through, but largely the submission defense held it.
It wasn't tight. We thought the fight was over, but stayed patient, stayed calm, relaxed, and found his way out of that deep submission.
Effective use of the jab there by Khamzat Chimaev.
Real quick leg kick.
And he gets the takedown. Close guard. Chimaev's back in half guard, very comfortable here. All right, he's got the full mount now. Is this one of the most dominant positions in MMA? Is that fair to say?
It's a very dominant position. It's one of the most ideal positions you can get to, especially if you are fighting someone that doesn't truly understand that they're not in as much danger as they are, because it's dangerous. And now he's attempting to choke.
Oh, he's in trouble here, DC.
He's got the triangle with a lot of pressure going down on his opponent. He's bridging.
Oh, no way he got out.
He was able to create enough space to get his chest back flat on the mat and defend that arm triangle. Unbelievable.
All right, so he's got the body locked down here, DC, or so it appears. This is not a guy you want anywhere near your back. Well, on paper, it looked like a grappling advantage for him coming in, and largely, DC, that's the way it's played out. The takedowns, the ground control, he's got it all going tonight.
He's got it all going, J.A. This is a dream for him. The takedown early, the ground control, really starting to wear at the gas tank of his opponent.
Oh, high-level stuff here with the ground and pound by Chimaev. Really doing a nice job getting these shots home on the ground. Chimaev's back in full mount. Oh, staying busy from top position. He lands another ground strike there.
He's got to be careful here.
All right, so there it is again. He's been very efficient with his ground and pound striking game tonight.
And now they're starting to pile. He's starting to pile them together. Punch after punch is starting to land from the top position.
Oh, arm triangle attempt now. Oh, he's got it locked in.
He's got that arm triangle deep.
This is some exhausting work, man.
I mean, it is so tiring to be fighting in this way. So much wrestling, so much grappling, expending all this energy trying to hold the guy down. I mean, no takedown is not fought. No reversal is not fought. Everything they're doing is fought to the very last minute before it gets given up.
Well, the ground and pound has been on point tonight. Good work here by Chimaev. Ooh, right into side control, DC.
This is where you want to be now because you get to make your opponent decide. They try to turn back into you, you can attack guillotine. If they turn away to try to get to your knees, you throw your hooks in and you got all your rear choke submissions.
10 minutes in the books.
All right, breathe. Deep breath in for me. All right, listen. I need you to go out there, and I want you to do more of that. Let's set up those takedowns with your strike.
All right, that's the end of the round as we show you some of the highlights over those 5 minutes. Really a clinic when it comes to the ground and pound.
Yeah, man, this is what you're taught. When you're learning to become a ground and pound fighter, you want to do it exactly like he did. Gain posture, have height, control hands and wrists. Land strikes, don't throw too many, throw just enough, control, throw again, control. He did it perfect.
Ready.
Round 3 of a possible 5. Looks like he's trying to set up a takedown here. There's the attempt. Well, that is a huge shot right there, DC. You don't want to eat too many more of those.
No, and he needs to start looking to finish now because he's got his opponent hurt very bad. Trading huge shots. Let's see who's going to be the last man standing.
And he connects with the punch there.
Take it for a ride. Nice double leg, nice finish. Yes, smart adjustment, yep.
All right, setting up for a finish here. Oh, I'm no expert, but that Von Flue choke looks locked in. Oh, how good is that as he gets out?
That is great submission defense, keeping everything short and not allowing his opponent to get the submission victory.
Man, submission defense is a powerful thing. Offense keeps going for it. Defenders held up every step of the way.
Yeah, the defense has done a great job just making sure he leaves nothing long, no submission attempts. Even when they get him, he continues to stay calm and patient, and he's defending these takes, these submissions.
Oh, reverses the position now. Outstanding work on the ground by Khamzat Chimaev.
It's work. I'm standing up.
Oh.
Nicely done there as he forces the miss from his opponent. Under 2 minutes now to go in our 3rd round.
He has controlled the position, postured up, and landed another strike that is causing swelling.
Oh, what do we got here? Looks like an arm triangle attempt. Oh, looks like he's got that arm pin in the triangle now. All right, so he lets go of the submission now.
He let go because he saw that he was going to lose his position. You got to maintain dominant position when you're in a fight.
The ground strikes continue to pile up. Chimaev's has got full mount now. Postures up now and lands the vicious head strike.
This is where he wants to be.
Big shots landed by him now. Final seconds of round 3. Bottom fighter better move.
Yeah, he's got to move, John. He's got to shrimp and try to either get up or pull his opponent back into him so he doesn't have the posture to land that big damage.
All right, take a seat, bud. Breathe. Slow that heart rate down. Slow it down. Good. Focus, okay? Listen, you are not tired. I know you.
All right, so there's the horn. That means it's the end of the round. And get that man a singlet, man, right? Offensive wrestling on point tonight.
That was a tutorial. That was every single takedown you could secure in a fight. He did it all the right way. He's beating his opponent to the finish before he can try to sprawl and respond. He's a step behind. If he's going to stop these takedowns going forward, he needs to react a little quicker.
Ready.
All right, here's round 4. Fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. All right, so here we go with our fourth round of a possible 5, and a lot of fighters change up their training camp when they're fighting 5 rounds versus 3.
Yeah, you gotta change it up. You have to mix things up because fighting for an extra 10 minutes is not normal. Guys don't do this normally. It's a 15-minute fight, so you have to do things physically and also mentally to make sure that you're ready to go that extra 10 minutes.
With a huge knockout tonight.
What a performance.
All right, the official decision is in. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 58 seconds of round number 4. Declaring the winner by knockout and new UFC middleweight champion of the world, Alex Pereira!
Wow, what else can you say about Alex Pereira? We have called most of his UFC fights, but another knockout tonight. This dude's just devastating.
I mean, these moments are now starting to be reserved for him because he's the one of the only guys in the UFC that can really make us stand here, mouth open, taken aback because he possesses that type of ability. Just another beautiful knockout by Pereira.